Hi guys, this is the last video for you, your instructional video for the year, and it's on composition. So first thing you do is you look to see what key you are in by looking at the key signature. So here there's one flat, so I looked at my major scale chart and it told me that we're in F major, which I've indicated here. The whole point of this is you're going to all have different melodies up here, but you can only use notes that are F, A, C, so that are part of the chord down here in this measure, or you can use an upper neighbor tone, a lower neighbor tone, or a passing tone. Those are the rules. You can't use any other kind of note. So you can use an F, A, C in this measure, and a passing tone or neighboring tones, and that's it. And that's the same for all the measures. So here you can use a B flat, D, or F, and a passing tone or neighboring tone. Here you can use C, E, G, B flat, and a passing tone or neighboring tone. Here you can use an F, A, C, and a passing tone or neighboring tone. In every measure, I would like you to include at least one passing tone or neighboring tone. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to do one example. You can use this if you want to do this along with me, you're welcome to, but it's not included as part of the assignment. So you can just watch if you like. So here I'm going to start, since we're in F major, I think I'll have my melody start in F, and I'm going to keep it really simple. So I'm going to start with an F. I'm going to say, okay, so she said I have to put a passing tone or a neighboring tone. So what other note could I put? Well, if I'm going to put a neighboring tone, I have to keep it really simple. I'm in 4/4 time, so it has to add up to 4 as well. I have to keep that in my head. So if I put a half note there, I could make an upper neighbor tone by doing this. Then I circle it, put upper neighbor, put my F chord here, and that's done. So you'll notice that I did not use every single note of the chord. I chose one note, and that's what I did. I used an upper neighbor tone. You don't have to do it this way. There's so many different options that you can use. You don't have to use quarter notes and half notes. You can use anything that adds up to 4 in a measure. So in the next measure, I'm going to try something a little different. So I'm going to put a passing tone in. Now, when you're doing passing tones, it's best to start on one chord tone and go to the next chord tone. Don't try to skip them, because if you're skipping from the B flat to the F, you're not going to have a passing tone. If you go from B flat to D, you'll have a passing tone. Or if you go from D to F, you'll have a passing tone. So I'm going to do this measure, and I'm going to go from the D, just for fun. I'm going to keep the same rhythmic structure as I did in the first one, just keeping it simple because it's not supposed to be the greatest composition in the world. We're doing theory. So I'm going to start with D, which means I either go down to the B flat or I go up. So I'm going to go up. So since the E is not part of the chord, the D and the F are, and it goes alphabetical, D, E, F, it's a passing tone. So the name of this chord is a B flat chord, and it's B flat because there's a flat here on the B line. Okay, so we continue on. I can label my chords right away if I wish. If you guys like to do it that way better, that's fine, whichever you prefer. So here I'm going to do C, E, G, B, and let's do a G. I'm getting fancier this time. So my A doesn't belong, and that's of course a passing tone. And this would be a lower neighbor. So here I had 2. Did I have to do 2? No, I'm just doing it as an example. And in my last measure, I can do the exact same thing I did in the first one, but that's kind of lazy of me. So I'm going to do it differently, and I'm going to go my little eraser, because that did not add up to my beats. Notice that my stems are all going in the correct direction. So this isn't part of it, and this isn't part of it. They are both passing tones, like so. So that's all you do. So I made this up, and again, I based it on what notes are part of the chord. So I used one of the notes at least from the chord, and I chose to use passing tones or neighboring tones. That's it.